All right, that being said, you can start time in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's see what the dice tell us. The dice give us a really good spawn. That's fantastic. So the first objective of the run is to get a scanner and then get 2 sea glide fragments to get the first vehicle of the game. It's also coincidentally the fastest if we use a glitch. And I think it's on par with all the other vehicles, so you're a little bit more vulnerable, but you are also the most agile. So I got from 2 limestone fragments, I got titanium and a copper, and I got 2 acid shrooms to make a battery, and that makes a scanner. Both science. I swim down to the wreck here. There are 2 sea glide fragments, which is fantastic, so I can skip the other wreck and go straight into the mushroom, no, not the mushroom, but the kelp forest, where I can find a few other ingredients I need in the beginning and check for stalker count, because we need a few stalkers and their teeth in particular. Gonna take some moments to pick up some metal for them to bite on and hopefully break off their teeth, if there are enough there. I can see 2 already, 3, that's pretty good. So I might go for a regular stalker strat. I have a marathon safety strat, but that might not be necessary. I drop the metal there and I just hope for them to bite on it and lose their teeth. So I'm swimming through this coal tube now. It's fantastic. It has all the resources I need at the beginning, which is quartz, copper and titanium. I'm going to clear it out as best as I can and later do the counting. Subnautica is divided in 2 sections. There's the resource gathering and the story. Both are necessary to leave the planet, which is our end goal. The resource gathering in the beginning will help us to build a rocket later on, and the story is forcing us to end the quarantine of the planet, which requires us to cure a disease that is not yet affecting us. Alright, and if you have a few donations, you can go on now.
Yes, definitely. We have a $15 donation from Himi saying, my brother struggles with his mental health, so I just had to donate. Great cause you're supporting. Love from Norway. To which I want to say, stay strong, and I hope everything will be okay. And also we have a $20 donation from Vu Johnson, simply saying, no donations, feels bad, man.
All right. So right now I went down a little bit because I think my titanium count was a little bit low, so I picked up 2 titanium fragments or scrap metal, which I can turn into titanium. And this part of the game is the resource or the tools section. So I'm crafting batteries, copper wire, a knife, an O2 tank, and a sea glide. And afterwards I will gather additional resources to build the builder tool, which is the most important tool arguably. For that I need some advanced technology, which requires gold and silver. So I need to break some tier 2 fragments, which is a sandstone that can contain lead, gold and silver. And if I'm not unlucky, the next tree I'll break will also contain lead, gold and silver. I also need table coral, 3 or 4. I go for 3, I go for 4, others go for 3, and I'll take some metal on the way. Everything in Subnautica is based on efficiency, and it's most efficient to never go home with an empty inventory slot. So that's 1 silver, and I need 1 gold there. Perfect. That's really nice. You see, I'm breaking the blocks a little bit faster than usual. That is because I have my scroll wheel set to breaking the blocks, or set to action 1, which is the left mouse button normally. If you have high FPS over 60, your mouse clicks or your scroll clicks will count and break the blocks much faster. So now I got everything I need. I will need another battery, a copper wire, a wiring kit, a computer chip, and another the builder. The rest of the energy of the base, I will build some more titanium, drop this, and take all of this, and swim down a little bit and build my base. The base is needed for 2 things. First, to activate Super Sea Glide, and second, to store all the items you need. I will build a solar panel, and now I will try to drop the hull integrity to -1. To do that, I'm just going to add components, and I need 3 metal components and 3 glass components to do that. I have only 2 glass components so far, so I'm going to go inside and build another fabricator like the one I have in my life pod upstairs, and just build 2 glass. Alright, I'm going to wait until that's finished and run right over. I'm building a very long tube, so no matter what compartment floods, the entire thing floods immediately. There is the possibility for me to build multiple smaller compartments and have it flood a little bit faster, but in the end that does not mean it will happen faster. So I'm going on the safe side right here. I collected some metal to build my lockers, and now I'm collecting table coral. I need 8 in total. That's 6, right? That's 7, yeah. Alright. The base is flooding, which is perfect. I'm just going to finish my lockers and store everything I have in my inventory. And then the game is a little bit confused. Since I was in the base while it flooded, I'm now super fast. And that is because the game thinks I'm walking and swimming at the same time, which causes it to freak out a little bit. So this part is probably the most reset heavy part of the game. This is a marathon run, so there is no resets. The stalkers need to break their teeth, and they do it by picking up stuff. Oh, there are already 2 teeth, which is fantastic. There's 3 teeth. Wow, I can't believe my luck. Oh wow. I'm stunned. That's also a reason why I run this game on medium. I can't run it on high with my computer, but on medium the draw distance is much farther than on low, which will make me able to catch some air while also watching the metal be picked up. Right, the third tooth takes a little more while, that's alright, since the fourth tooth I mean, since I already was pretty lucky on the other ones. There we go, that's really good tooth luck. I'm very thankful for that. Usually I would have prepared my marathon safe strat, but I don't even need that. Yeah, I got my full inventory, And now I'm just going to craft a little bit to free up my inventory. And that is 1 fiber mesh, 1 times 2 silicone rubbers, and 3 lubricants. And then I'm going to store everything. And move on. So the next part is the rest of the resource gathering, which means I need some gold, silver, lead, and a lot of titanium. So to get those, I will head into the heat vent over here. And there is always a lot of titanium, copper, gold, silver, and lead. And I only need a total of 4 quartz. So I will pick them up on the way. So if you have a little time, I have a little bit of time, you can read some donations, if there are some.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I have a $5 donation from Anonymous with no comment, but yeah, thank you very much for the donation. And we got a $14 donation from Anonymous, just saying keep running. And I would also like to take this moment to talk about one of the bit wars we have going on. In just a couple of hours, Argic is going to run a Sonic Mania Plus, and you actually get to decide which character he will play. He will run as. Knuckles is currently in the lead with $62. Tails is second with $46, and then there are 4 other options: Mighty, Ray, Sonic, and Sonic and Tails. They are all at $0, sadly. But you can change that. If you want Argic to run with your favorite character, just donate for that bit war.
Right. So I also need a mobile vehicle bay for later. So I'm going to scan 3 of these fragments. And then I'm going to go into this side of the cave I was just in. There are a lot of crash fish in here. There are also stingers. And the good thing about Super Sea Glide is the crash fish, that are those annoying fishes that pop up and explode in your face. Whatever evolutional sense that ever makes. They just don't know where you are or that you're here, so they are not popping up. And the stingers, they also can't hurt you for some reason, which I don't think we ever got an explanation for. Which is good, because otherwise that would have killed me easily. Right, so now I have enough resources. My inventory is almost full. I can pick up this piece of metal and leave. The good thing about my oxygen meter is I don't immediately drown when I reach 0. I can have like 10 seconds of leeway, which is great.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
I'm gonna deconstruct my base. I don't want to leave anything here, and all the resources can be reused, which is fantastic as well. Okay, my inventory is full though. So there's a lot of crafting in the moment. The beginning of the game is very much mass and keeping track of all the resources you need. I need only 2 more lead, 2 more copper, 0 lead. Lead is always enough there. A little bit of more gold and a little bit more silver. For that, I can reactivate Super Sea Glide. I didn't talk about enough about Super Sea Glide. Super Sea Glide works if you are in a base that is flooded, and while it's flooding you are inside, or if you enter a flooded base you can deconstruct the hatch and reconstruct it to reactivate it. It stays as long as you stay underwater, which is great because even though I occasionally leave the water to catch air, I don't go over the water line. I just go to 0 meters, which will be enough to give me some air. The alternative is if you go outside the water, you do a little bit of a hop and you then lose Super Sea Glide, which is not too bad in the beginning if you're very near the base, but very bad if it happens later on. So I'm going to play it safe here, just a little bit. Come on, where's the gold? I saw it there. Right, I got all the copper I need, and now I'm going to catch some air. You can see now I have a lot of leeway to catch that air. Right, I'm going to stay a little bit in the forest to grab some more metal, because those stalkers over here, they keep cleaning the forest. It's always full of metal. And also there are these boxes which I need to scan, the mobile vehicle base. I had a little bit of less time in the cave because my upgraded O2 tank couldn't be built yet. But yeah, there's the last mobile vehicle bay fragment, that's great. I will pick up some salt just in case I might miss it later. But usually I pick it up at a later point of the game. My inventory is full, so I return home, like it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, perfect. My base is powered by solar panels, so as long as it stays, the energy keeps rising. Alright, and now I have enough space in my inventory to pick up these and a few of these. And then I'm going to build a computer chip and leave the base. And since the base is powered and the outside is, you know, watery, I still get air while leaving the base for some reason. It's nice because I don't need to go to the surface to catch some air. And yeah, that's great. I'm gonna need a little bit more gold here, which is unfortunate, but okay. I also get some glass from here and upgrade my O2 tank. Leave again and re-enter to get some air. Then I'm going to take this and one of these to build the rebreather, which enables me to go below a certain threshold of 100 meters. Otherwise the air depletes much faster there. Okay, I'm almost done. And that's a lie, I'm not almost done. Cool. Alright, I need a little bit more gold and a little bit more silver. So I get back Super Sea Glide and just head into this direction. There's a fantastic cave there full of a lot of sandstone. And even though I did go below, above the waterline there, I did not lose Super Sea Glide, and that is great, because that would have cost me a lot of time. I need 2 more silver and like 2 more gold, and then I'm happy. And then only more metal. Should be fine. Now I need to focus a little bit on the metal collection, and if you have time you can, or you do have time, you can read a few donations if you have some.
Yeah, I do have a donation. I got $20 from Anonymous with the comment, donating for a good cause. As someone with depressive suicidal disorder, this really hits home. Thanks ESA and the runners for supporting this organization.
Great. So my inventory is almost full. Oh, it is. Great. I can drop some lead because there's some gold there. I don't necessarily need it right now, but I definitely need some more gold later on. I can also deconstruct the rest of this. Okay, perfect. So now I take 2 of the computer chips and these 2 and the gold and build 2 advanced wiring kits and 1 additional wiring kit. Now I have all the advanced materials I need and a little bit more metal. It's just what I need. Okay. I'm very good on gold and silver, so it's nice. If you scan an object you have already scanned before, you get additional metal, additional titanium. So if I see a sea glide or a mobile vehicle bay fragment, I will scan it to get some more titanium, which is the only thing I need right now. Catch some air, carefully to not break the surface, and grab all the metal I can find. Oh, my inventory is already full. I will drop 1 singular to pick up 4. It is definitely better, mathematically better. We'll also go up in the life pod to use some energy from there. And then grab the medipack that is there for a safety or a safer strategy inside the Aurora. So the story of the game is you are on a search mission, or you are on this ginormous spaceship and you crash on this planet and you are the sole survivor. You have to deal with being alone and dangerous monsters in the sea. So the medipack wasn't ready yet, so I don't have it, which is still fine. I have 1 additional for safety here. Take that now. And I'm going to craft the rest of the enameled glass right now. This will block me from 1 safety strategy, but I didn't plan for that anyway. So I got way too much metal, right? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. I got 10 metal. Perfect. I got almost the perfect amount. So I'm going to take some of these, for 3 of these, I'm going to take the battery, I'm going to take 1 gold, 1 copper, and I need 1 more piece of metal. And I'm almost done with the first section, and arguably the most boring one. There we go. I also need 2 of these, 1 of this, and put away some of the titanium. Right, that's 6, 7, yeah, that is everything I need. I'm gonna change the battery, leave the battery right here, activate Super Sea Glide, and leave for the Aurora. The Aurora is this ginormous ship I mentioned earlier. It is huge and unopened, so we have to get in there with some glitching. Subnautica has very few glitches. This one is arguably the most important one. And shout outs to Clove for finding the 2 strategies we used to enter the Aurora. And this one is much faster, much easier. It was discovered a little bit later. The other way we did it, we built the propulsion cannon and flew on a rabbit ray, which is a thing, towards the Aurora. I did pack a medikit and I'm going to use it right now just for safety. Usually I think I have enough HP, but if I glitch in and land in the fire, it would be bad. So I lined myself up with this area here, and there we go. I landed in the fire. I might have died if I didn't take the medipack, so I did the right thing. It's going to only lose me a second or two. Right, I'm going to die here in a fire and respawn back in my fantastic habitant. I'm going to build the metal leave. My sea glide is still super even though I was on land. That is because if you spawn inside a newly loaded habitant that is flooded and it wasn't rendered before because I was too far away, then you immediately have super sea glide even though you did not rebuild the hatch. So right now I'm doing the story part of the run, and if you can, post the blast RNGs in chat because I need some fragment luck. To finish the run I need a moon pool and two moon pool fragments to build that. And if I'm super unlucky, there won't be 2 moon pool fragments on the wreck we usually go to, and that would be bad. Before I go there though, I have some stuff to do, and that is gathering some lithium for later. Right, that's 1, 2, 3. Some gold is fine too. 4, 5, and 6. 7. 7 is fine. I'm gonna drop them all here. So 2 gold and all the lithium. Also the diamond because I don't need it. And I'm going to build a habitant here. That's going to be used later. Together with a hatch and a power supply, which is the easiest in solar panel. Since I don't need any other fragments for that. There are other power supplies for when the sun doesn't reach the ground. I can pick up some lithium here. That's 8. I don't need that. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Perfect. 13? Sure. Right, here we go. Let's hope for some good moonpool RNG. I also need to scan 3 Cyclops fragments, and I noticed my air is surprisingly low because I took a little bit of time above there, so I need to be quick. It's 1 moonpool fragment. And if I don't find it immediately, I'm going to catch some air. Yeah, I'm going to go and catch some air before I go down again. This is usually not the way to go, and I'm going to go to the backup rack, where usually in a normal run I would just reset or hope for some random fragment spawning. That's not an option right now, so I'm just going to go down again and hope for some very near fragment. Right, I now have a little bit more time since my Oh, there we go. Fantastic. So I don't even need to visit the backup rack, which is the best thing that happened to me the entire day. So I'm really relieved. The two big RNG factors are now gone. The only thing that can happen now is I get bad nickel RNG and bad Cyclops fragment RNG, but that is easily to deal with, or easier to deal with, and don't lose you minutes on the run. Right, I'm going to be very careful to catch some air here and then go down. And if you have time, I have a little swimming to do. You do have time to read some donations.
Yes, definitely. I have a $15 donation from David Edwards with no comment, but thank you very much for the donation. And I just talked about the bit more for the character for Sonic Mania Plus, but there's also an incentive for that game, the Knuckles mode, which basically means that Knuckles will tag along with the player. So what I personally would like to see, Sonic and Tails is one of the options you could choose for the character. So basically that you get Sonic and Tails and then Knuckles mode. So you get Knuckles as well, and Argic, and whoever wants to join. Either way, the Knuckles mode is currently on $70, and we need 150 in about an hour and a half before the run starts. So I know you can make it happen, guys. Let's do it.
Awesome. So right now I'm basically skipping all the exploration, since the game has a set map, which makes it fantastic for speedrunning. And I can skip all the unimportant places. I'm now in the inactive lava zone, and I'm hoping to find some tiny metal. Nickel is particularly hard to find because it is very tiny, very rare, and everything around here looks like nickel. So the bubbles look like nickel, the textures look like nickel, there's shale outcrops that look like nickel. So I have to keep my eyes open a little bit, and if I can have another set of Bless RNGs in chat, that would be nice. And there are 2 nickels, that's fantastic. I need 1 more. And there's a 3rd one, wow. You guys did it. There's a 4th one. So that's fantastic RNG right there. So I'm building a moon pool since I'm running out of oxygen, and as my base, I enter it and leave it again and just kill myself. I'm probably going to die twice here because I'm drowning and also dying of lava, so I'm not... alright. Now it's fine. Good. Alright. So now I need to do something else, which is gather 1 blueprint from this alien facility and gather some resources on the way there. Shout out to Selfner for being the first one to use this strategy, which is basically using a pretty smart death warp, since you can't drop your items on land apparently when you die. And it keeps the inventory even though it's not saved. So that's fantastic. So I need 4 kyanite and 4 sulfur. And also I will need to lower my HP a little bit to actually use that death warp. I got 4 kyanite and 3 sulfur, which is enough for me. And my HP is a little bit low, so I'm going to not to take full damage on this jump over here, but take just enough. Oh my god, there we go. I got 4 HP, which is fantastic since there are these little spiders here. They can bite, and it hurts for 3 damage. Also, having 4 HP there will not kill me before I grab this blueprint, and then I'll just jump down here and respawn back at my moon pool. The moon pool is also perfect because it immediately floods at a distance below like 1,100 meters or so. And it immediately activates Super Sea Glide. So I'm going to dump this diamond since I don't need it at all, and grab the last piece I'm still missing. This upcoming bit is a little bit scary since this sea dragon over here is dangerous and it can kill me, and it spotted me, which is bad. It's gonna shoot some fire at me, but since I'm moving super fast, usually it is no problem. Can be though. So I'm just gonna use this glitch and skip the key gathering entirely. That was absolutely super smooth. I love it. This glitch works because the transitioning between water and land is forcing the player at the most upwards, or the ground right above it, and since there is ground right above the transitioning point, it's working out like it should. I'm going to change the battery between my scanner and my Sea Glide here to get a full Sea Glide charge, or almost full. And then I had to drop the lithium there to make room for that battery, otherwise it would just vanish, which would be bad because I need batteries. I go down here, I build my moon pool, and I picked up an ion cube earlier, which is needed to power this incubator for the eggs. And I built the moon pool to get Super Sea Glide again, since I was above water. And this did not work. Alright, but it's flooded now. This is working. Now I have Super Sea Glide. I need to cut one more plant for the enzymes, and that is the sea crown, and I can gather the last ion cube in the aquarium, or not the last ion cube, but the ion cube in the aquarium. And there's the portal under the sand. The sand is normally blown away by the Sea Empress. We don't have time for that, so we just dip our head in and enter the portal. And here we are going to spawn right in front of the base I built earlier. And that is the best thing, since we can use the power that has been gathered through the day to power a fabricator, which is needed to build the enzymes. The enzymes are needed to build the to hatch the eggs, and I don't actually need that fabricator gold. So I got all the gold from here and all the lithium. I re-enter the portal, and I left the moon pool up there so I can regain Super Sea Glide immediately. So I'm just going to do that. I got Super Sea Glide, gonna hatch the eggs, and then I'm going to deconstruct the moon pool since I need the material from it. And exit the portal. The babies that just hatched, they are much faster than me. They are already outside the portal. I didn't even see them. So I'm going to cure myself of the disease that is the main factor keeping us on the planet, and there's time for a donation.
Yes, we got a $20 donation from Anonymous with no comment, and we also got a $7.50 donation from Anonymous, also with no comment, but thanks for your generosity.
Alright. I'm in need of one more lithium, and I'm going to get that at the next section. We need to go back to our life pod, which is quite far away, so we are going to use Death Warp, which is just entering and... Oh yeah, cool. Entering and leaving the habitant and deconstructing the hatch. So it's not a viable habitant anymore, and you're going to respawn back at the life pod, which is saving us all the way to go back Right now I unequip my O2 tank to drown in a moment for that death warp, and I also used another glitch in the structure to just go out of bounds in this facility, which is normally not filled with water, but glitching in and never transitioning, so you just stay in water. And this is the way to deactivate the gun. So it's checking if I'm infected by the Kara, which is the disease I just healed, and I'm not anymore. Fantastic. So next is we are going to gather a tablet for the next section. And since we have open inventory space, we're just going to take this iron cube so we save a second later. 13. I need 14. Perfect. So I'm back at the life pod. I'm equipping my O2 tank and go back to my base. I'll drop everything I got, which is all the nickel, the kyanite. I'm going to drop all the lithium in here. Take the gold. I need 1 gold, so I should have taken the other gold. And I need 1 quartz and the titanium from here. Reactivating Super Sea Glide and then leaving for the treasure, which is the sparse reef. And the section where we gather the last few ion cubes we need, and also the Cyclops blueprints that we haven't gathered yet. So far we have gathered the engine fragments, but we still need the bridge and the hull fragments. On our way there, we orientate ourselves on a few landmarkers, and one is coming up right now. Which is going to be this reef bag that's going to spawn in any second now. There we go. There it is. We're going to race along him a little bit, pass him by a little bit, and then just immediately go down. On the treasure segment, I need to collect 1 soul, 2 rubies, 2 gel sacks. I need 1 gold, 1 lithium. So I'm just going to break these. That's my gold, and that's a diamond. That's set. So 1 gel sack, 2 gel sacks, and 1 more ruby. So this should be lithium. There we go. And then I'm going to follow this way up here. There's a nice little cave. Wait, no. Went into the wrong direction. There we go. Here's a nice little cave. We're going to the right, the left, and again to the left. And there is a precursor cache. We're going to use the key we picked up earlier and gather 1, 2, and 3 ion cubes. 4 usually, because we need 4, but I already gathered 1 earlier. So now we are going to use another trick. We are going to build a base inside this wreck to just despawn it. This wreck is special since when we despawn it, there is no... the interior stays the same, which is great because we need it. And we're going to scan the hull fragments and bridge fragments here, as well as we are going to need the shield generator. So I see a lot of hull fragments, but I don't see any bridge fragments, so I'm definitely not one-cycling this, which means I need to catch some air. And I'm going to drop the diamond. Wait, I did drop something, right? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. So I need 2 more bridge fragments. I already got my hull fragments. Bridge fragments come in a variety of different forms. They are a little steering wheels. They could be flat solar panel looking thingies, and they can also be these hatches. So usually we hope for enough, there's one. We hope for enough bridge fragments around here, or at the wreck, so we can do it without catching some air, but there are most likely enough fragments around here somewhere. Sometimes they are in here. They are not today, unfortunate. I need also some deep shrooms and some salt, but I picked up salt earlier, so I don't necessarily need them. So this is a huge RNG factor as well, but it is not as bad as not getting a moon pool, or the sea glide, or the teas. There we go. I got everything, and now I just need to return home, and that's why I picked up a lot of other components, like titanium and quartz. I'm going to enter the space, leave it again, and deconstruct the hatch, just like earlier. And now I'm going to kill myself. I can easily drown or just make these deep shrooms explode. Right. And now comes a huge crafting section, so if you got any donations, you can read them. Wait, I didn't pick up a second gel sack, so that's kind of unfortunate. So I'm going to have to go back there and get another gel sack, which is losing me a lot of time, but it's not too bad, since I can immediately kill myself, since I only need that one item. And I didn't mention earlier that one item, if you die, you keep. That item is random. There we go.
By 500%, data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity.
Oh yeah, swimming definitely was my favorite activity. That's what my PDA is saying to me right now. Yeah, so I'm going back, picking up another gel sack. And then immediately entering the cave with the deep shrooms and killing myself again. Or something like that. I'm just going to unequip this and this. Yeah. There we go. Good. So that should have only cost me like a minute or so. I don't have my timer up, so I don't know. Ooh, that was kind of loud. Sometimes the game glitches out when it's when you die out of drowning. There we go. I'm going to leave the water real quick to deal with that audio glitch. It doesn't work. Okay, just have to deal with it. Alright, so the scanner is useless right now, so I'm going to take the battery and put away the scanner and the knife. And then I'm going to take all the lithium I got and craft a lot of plasteel ingots. Also, I'm going to take all the lubricant and computer chips, copper wire, 3 of these, gonna put this away, more plasteel ingots, gonna put 4, 5, yeah, there we go. One more plasteel, 2 more plasteel. Yeah, wait. Yeah. At least you get to enjoy the amazing sound design or music of this game. Really, really something I love about this. And yeah, I'm done. I'm going to reactivate Super Sea Glide. I'm gonna swim over here where the water is deep enough. Slowly dip my head out of the water, release the mobile vehicle bay, and start building the rocket that I picked up earlier. So now I'm just have one more errand to do, which is fill my inventory up with all the other resources I got. That is all of this and none of that. Reactivate Super Sea Glide one more time. And the rocket platform is falling right now. So I'm going to do a little jump and start building. But I'm not done yet. This game is all about vehicles, so I'm going to build the Cyclops just for the hell of it, I guess. There we go. For some reason, the mobile vehicle bay decided to turn around, which is not usually how it goes. So I have to wait one cycle to build the next part of the rocket. Then the Cyclops is ready, which should fall right now. Yeah, there we go. I was a little anxious there because the Cyclops can fall on your head and kill you instantly. Now I'm just going to take one power cell out of here, since I used 0 power cells to build it, but suddenly it has 6, and build the shield gen, which is required for the final part of the rocket. Alright, so now is just 2 more clicks on the rocket to finish the build, and there's a little more time for a donation.
Yes, definitely. We got a $10 donation from Roma, 55,100, with the comment "Go for Tails" because it's the only character to wear a mustache. Actually, a pretty good point. And we also got a $10 donation from Mummy, also saying "Please for the mustache of Tails."
Right, so this is the final part. Once this is finished, I'm just going to sprint over to the elevator. Press it. Stay away from the wall since it can launch you up a lot. Time's coming up in around a minute now. I'm just going to enter the rocket and turn on all the life support and communications, auxiliary, everything needed to launch the rocket. Now there is a cool feature for sending a time capsule. I'm not going to do it since it takes a few seconds, and this is a speedrun after all. Just 2 more systems and times when I click on the seed, which is in about 10 seconds.
Life support systems online.
And time. All right. Ooh. Let's see.
On your command, Captain. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That's
1.
an impressive time for a marathon. I'm really happy for this.
Time capsule jettisoned.
Awesome. So yeah, we made it off the planet before the Aurora even exploded, so leaving only radiating or radiation leaking ship behind, the planet will be fine, probably. All right. So, thank you for having me for this marathon. I'm super happy with how it turned out.
T-turn maneuver.
And if there's another donation, you can read it now, I guess.
Yeah, I do have a donation. I've got a donation from Fistful of Ferrets with donating $40, saying, "Did you know you can set your Amazon Smile charity to the Movember Foundation? Just did it. Good luck on the runs."
Right.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together.
Glitch presentation.
Now you go
What?
among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
Right. So that's Subnautica, survival. There are a few categories, like hardcore or creative, which is also fun. Yeah.
You didn't forget about the glitch showcase.
What? Glitch showcase? I have a lot
Yeah,
of glitches to showcase if you want to.
Yeah, the incentive has been met, so.
Oh, I did not know that. No one told me.
All right, well,
Great.
it has been met.
Amazing. So I'm going to load in creative. There are a few glitches we don't use in the run, and they are hilarious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first build another mobile vehicle bay, since we're going to use a few of them. And I'm also going to build hatching enzymes for some reason. So the mobile vehicle bay is building. In my survival run just now, I built a very long base and waited for the integrity to break. We don't have that luxury in creative, but we have another way. We just shoot it with the propulsion cannon. So it's breaking now, which is a lot faster, to be honest. So now I have Super Sea Glide, which is great. We can use that to swim through the floor, for example. I'm going to an area where I actually know where to go. This is the cave I use for my creative speedrun. And we are going to use this the mobile vehicle bay to just easily clip through the wall. Nice. So now we are out of bounds, and this is only viable for when you actually have an infinite amount of health and also air. So now I'm just swimming to the end of the game, which is pretty fun. It's going to take a while. If you have a donation, you can read that.
First, I would like to ask, what is the estimate for this, for the showcase?
Like we can do for another 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes, all right. And
Maximum.
then I just maximum 5 minutes. All right, I'll tell that. And then I want to plug one more time the Sonic Mania Plus incentive for the End Knuckles mode. We're still at $70, and we only need 150 in about an hour, because in an hour the run will start. So guys, make it happen. I know you can do it.
So now I'm at the base of the Sea Empress. I'm going to pick up some iron cubes that are always here to power the incubator and the portal. And the Sea Empress, she's asleep, I guess. We skipped the cutscene, so she doesn't awake ever, which is also great, so she doesn't die. So I'm going to power the incubator and hatch the eggs, do a little sand skip, and now the portal is open.
To play outside this place. We have been here so long. The other
So
passage to
I can immediately cure myself, which is fantastic, since that skips like half an hour of the run.
I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Can I interrupt with a quick announcement, by the way?
Yes.
I said we were at $70 for the Knuckles mode. We are actually at $110, and we only need 40 more in just an hour. Come on, people. Let's do it.
So now instead of using the well, no, okay. The mobile vehicle bay, we can just build it in here.
This is what the
This won't work, probably. This would be stupid if that works. That's alright. So I do again the clip. Oh my god, it might. And I'm going to do another trick that saves 0 time in any percent, since any percent you drown here. But in creative it saves a lot of time since you can't drown and you don't want to drown. So I'm going to deactivate the gun. So the rocket platform might not have spawned, so or it has spawned, but it might not be activatable. But we don't want to wait for the rocket anyway. Ah, it didn't work. Okay, this is the hardest glitch of the game, by the way. There we go. And we just swim through the ceiling, and we are out of bounds again. It only works if you're not in Subseaglide mode. Oh. Yeah, sure. Guess that works. So you can build the rocket here and leave the planet while it's still underwater. But we don't want to do that. That takes a lot of time. So instead I'm going to show you the last fun glitch we have. And for that I'm going to need a cave crawler. They are all over the place. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to kill him. Oh no, where'd he go? I might not be able to use him. Don't worry. And I have a backup plan for that. Instead, I'm going to use my knife. I'm just dropping my knife. And yeah, stand on it. And then I'm able to fly on it. Oh, well, not forever. Cave crawler or rabbit ray are much better for that, since they are round shaped and have a lot more space on it than for example, on tablet doesn't work either. I'm gonna find another cave crawler real quick. What's this one? No? No. There we go. So, yeah, that's about it. Doesn't really work right now. I don't know what's the problem. Probably a little bit laggy right now, since usually I don't do it on the island. But yeah, that's the glitch expedition. exhibition, I mean. And yeah, that's all from me today.
Here begins our story. When we're falling in our paths, of course, the time will slowly drift away. When it's over and we stand alone, the spirits softly whisper away. But now the stars are spoken and there's nothing left that we can do. Yeah. Oh, once in a lifetime, there's a chance that we change everything. Follow footsteps from the past, and I can tell. Wonder if this world is sacred to me, to me. In the ruins, there's a glisten, a light that no one can see. Dust is in the air, and there's a mysterious gust of iridescent breeze. Never seen the sky so starry, I can see the world so clearly. Didn't think that I'd uncover another world that's undiscovered. Now you wandered into this place, realize it's my secret space. Paths, of course, the time will slowly drift away. When it's over, we stand alone, the spirits softly whisper away. Now the stars are spoken and there's nothing left that we can do. Once in a lifetime, there's a chance that we change everything. Follow footsteps from the past, and I can't help but wonder if this world is sacred to me, to me. Deep in my heart, I hear you calling, but I won't let you in. I'm so afraid that I'll keep on losing, but your whisper.
So hi Twitch. I hope you've enjoyed our Super Mario Party playing, and of course the speedrun that has just ended, and it was Subnautica. If you don't know, but yeah, you will do.
Yeah.
And so what do we have next?
Coming up next, we've got Slime Rancher. It's any percent run by IS Bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Always hard to tell from just text, but
Yeah, it's a pretty short run because and after it we have Cuphead.
yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you played it?
I have. It's incredibly challenging, and the one that's being done is the All Bosses run, so regular legacy. So it's going to be a very entertaining run. I think whenever people kind of run that and they've got it down, it just looks so smooth. It's just kind of a joy to watch. So definitely looking forward to that one.
This game is so much pain. So much pain.
Have you had a go at Cuphead yourself?
Yeah. Oh my. you can see more from my reaction how
I think your
how
face says it
painful
all,
was for
really.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. How about
So-
Slime Rancher? Are you familiar with Slime Rancher?
Oh, I've seen streams actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. Have you played it?
I've not myself, actually, no.
You should definitely watch the speedrun then because it's really fun.
Yeah. What's it like?
Well, lots of farming,
Mm-hmm.
lots of killing. You can kill
You
slimes.
killing things in a speedrun?
I don't know. We should check that out.
Wow.
So what?
I don't know if I'm
We-
ready for that.
How much money do we have now? Like,
Well, we've raised $4,367 thanks to all of your generous donations. So thank you so much for that.
yeah, you know what, guys? You know what would be great if we get 5K today or tonight, and well, you can totally do that. You just need to donate, even a dollar is fine, and we will be so grateful to you. Yeah, because it's not for us. It's for the Movember Foundation, and they help those men who have been diagnosed with cancer or are receiving treatment for cancer, like testicular cancer and prostate cancer, and also those who are suffering from depression, and they're doing such a good job. And they need these donations to develop programs and hire new researchers and get the best specialists in the field. So you can really help us do that, and we will be really glad if you do.
Yeah. So, please do keep donating. If, just 633 of you donate a single dollar, and it's so easy as well. I'll just kind of click the donation button and, go away. So, your donations aren't necessarily just going straight to the charity. We can also use those donations for some wonderful bid wars and extra incentives. So later on, after Cuphead, I believe, we've got Sonic Mania, which is the good ending speedrun. We have a donation incentive to run and Knuckles mode. So if you want to see Sonic Mania and Knuckles, then just donate $20 and Knuckles, and we'll finish that particular incentive in Knuckles and reach the goal.
You really want that incentive.
A little bit, yes. And speaking of which, we also have a bidding war for the character. I don't know why, there's only really one choice, but that one choice is currently winning. Knuckles on $82. The only other contender is Tails on $56. So
Yeah, and there's Mighty Ray, Sonic and Tails, but
no, there aren't.
no one.
No, just Knuckles. Just
Okay,
Knuckles.
yeah, I've got your point.
Yeah.
I've got it. I see what you mean.
I'm not trying to influence the outcome in any way, shape, or form.
sure. He's
Yeah.
like,
Other characters in Sonic Mania do exist, and they're all Knuckles.
yeah, but not this time. Not this time.
Exactly.
Not for this speedrun.
I'm not sure if we are ready for our next run.
Are we? Are we
The
ready?
Mario Party.
Yeah. So please welcome our next speedrunner and enjoy the speedrun. So I'm just going to press that button and
Bye-bye.
bye.
Right, you're on, I think. Hello.
Hopefully.
Tech
Oh.
says you're on. I don't see you, but you're probably on. So,
Yeah, it's a weird, magical land of time delays, but I do believe slime ranching is about to begin.
yep, you're live 100%.
All right. Hello, everyone. We're gonna go ranch some slime. It's gonna be great. There's definitely no RNG in this game at all, so it's completely consistent. Nothing bad will ever happen. It's gonna be great. So yeah, we're just gonna get started. Time starts once I start moving, so I'll have a little dialogue box, and then I'll just say start.